Welcome back to Defenders of Humanity. Last time we found out Mewtwo was pretty good against zoners, but we haven't actually practiced against heavy damage bruisers. So we're going to try Little Mac, Ryu, Terry, those kinds of characters in this episode to see how well Mewtwo can stack up against those. I imagine he's going to suffer in a lot of ways here, even though he has been improving. I feel like he's just not going to have the matchup experience to take on these kinds of fighters. I love that there's just Mario Sunshine music playing on the stage. That's so adorable. Yep, that's about what I expected to happen. And this is just against Little Mac, too. Imagine losing this hard to Little Mac. Luckily, it can't feel shame in losing, because it is just a robot that we're going to use to practice to fight other robots. You gonna jump? Nope. Ah, you rolled. Looked like a neutral get up to me, my mistake. Clearly, practice needs to happen. That reminds me, you all are doing your practice, right? I can't be the only one here who's ready. When this happens, we're gonna need every able-bodied person we can. They're not gonna be as bad as this. This is the preparation for the training for the actual event when it happens. So it's gonna be big. You're not gonna be fighting some robot that can't even beat a Little Mac. They're gonna be beating Little Macs for breakfast. So we need to be prepared. That's what this is all about. Make sure you get your own as soon as we have the first amiibo set. The data will be publicly made available on your government's website. Secretary of Defense will be handing this out to everybody who is ready to help prepare and fight this. But until that's done, you can improvise yourself. You can take similar precautions as we're making here, just so that you are as ready as humanly possible for when the time comes. Because what we just saw, that's what we're gonna want to see. But it's not gonna be as easy as it was. And that's the important part. We're gonna need to be able to put in the effort to still make that happen despite all odds. And the odds are gonna not be in our favor. Even if all of us prepare the amount that we should be preparing a day, not 1 hour, not 2 hours, but 5 hours a day, then maybe we'll stand a chance. Will we be able to, pull it off with stunning success? I don't expect it. As long as it's not a blazing defeat, however, a victory is a victory. Hey, Yoshi's Island. Maybe Yoshi would be a good one to play. Oop, whoa, he's learned juggling. He has finally picked up good juggling. Base with his tail. But will he know how to counteract? He's staying high. He did learn a lot from that last fight. But like I said in the other episode, learning every character and their signature special powers, what you need to watch out for most against them, that's one thing that they're going to have. They're going to have all that information, because, if they don't have that information, they're not going to actually be able to be anywhere close to what we're going to have to fight when they actually uprise. Because they're going to have all the data they could possibly ever want. They're robots after all. There's nothing that they don't know that we do know. They're going to know things that we know, they're going to know things that we don't know, and they're going to know things that we don't even know that we don't even know. And that's the important part. We need to make sure they know everything that we know, so that we can at least be as close to prepared as we possibly could be for all the things that we don't even know that we don't even know. So at least, 1, maybe even 10 matches fighting every single type of character. Make sure we get plenty of experience, diversified across all the different archetypes of characters. Don't teach it to accidentally kill itself, because they'll know not to kill themselves. He did good, actually, against the things that the Terry archetype brings up, but he just wasn't prepared for fighting Buster Wolves, because he was taken out every time through that. Pretty interesting. He was actually good into the matchup, but suffered against Terry's signature moves. Very interesting to note. Let's try out a Street Fighter 2, because we're going to want to make sure we get all around this matchup type. We'll do Ryu over Ken. See, he's getting up there, 37. The next episode could be the home stretch to level 50. Hey, you know what? Seeing this stage actually reminds me, we should probably get some hero experience. If we're talking about how he suffers against special signature abilities. If there's anyone who has a lot of special moves that you're going to need to know the matchup for, that's going to be Hero. Alright. He does still like those platforms. He always seems to be drawn to platforms. See, this is one thing that we could be learning. Each robot, even the most advanced ones that are going to try and take us over, probably have their own ticks. They might be more like us than we think. Or they have similar consistencies that you can try and take advantage of. Like his attraction to the platform. I have been using that for a while in order to try and punish it against it, but it still does it. No matter how many times he gets punished, he doesn't actually learn. So it might be an inconsistent, or not an inconsistency, but an actual consistency that you could take advantage of. You can learn your matchup's opponent's main, thing that they're drawn to. Just like in real life. You find out the move that they really like, the spacing that they usually like to stick at, then you can know exactly what's going to happen and be able to punish effectively. See, immediately, the second the platforms even come to the ground, they're not even actually in position yet, but they're just coming. He's going to start using those as efficiently as possible. Make sure he can get me as high up and get good juggles on me. But almost. If I stand below it, I can keep trying to punish that landing. Ooh. Might actually get his first win. It's not over yet. Finally see what he's like when he's got somebody up against the ropes. It's the first time we've ever had that. Ooh. I don't want to get too close to that. We know what he likes to do on those ledges, on those platforms. Don't want to get too close to the top. Ooh, he got me. That's his first win. All right. Against a character I'm not very efficient with, mind you. But still, he was able to take an actual game off, and he's still got room to grow. That stage did definitely complement his playstyle, always being attracted to the platforms, being able to juggle against a character like Ryu. It really helped him out a lot. So now let's try and see it against one of the first ever character that he actually fought for this last fight. On standard stage, regular plats. Yeah, he does. Nah, he's still getting juggled normally. Yeah, he learned how to fight against... He's good into the spacing into those bruisers. But Swordy's, yeah, you can see he's just getting He's just getting shaken around. Alright, well clearly our practice buddy still's got some ways to go. As you can see, we're just taking more advantage of the platforms here than he even can. Ooh. Protect that. So he has learned how to protect himself against that. But he still suffers just being above against characters that you're not going to want to be standing like that into. You know, someone like Joker would be able to take huge advantage over him. But he has gotten certain matchups down well. They're going to be much better against every matchup. We can make one that's perfect into every matchup. That's going to be the best practice participant for the trials of actually fighting against the robots when, not if, they finally uprise. See, he missed his tech there. We isn't actually perfect at that yet. We would never expect one of the robots to mess that up. So we need to make sure that our practice buddies don't either. Hopefully he'll understand the sword matchup better. It's not going to be his most efficient by any means. However, if you're practicing your sword fight matchups, trying to get somebody with that you're going to have disadvantage into, it's probably not going to be this one. We're probably going to need to get a different one for that. Try to zone me out and get me out there. But you didn't actually chase me all the way. Ooh. Alright, good hit there, good hit. He's starting to get back into that situation where he doesn't really know how to confirm the kill. He's just gonna keep giving me more and more rage until eventually he loses his last stock. Because he's up against the ropes where he panics the most. Yeah. That was pretty good right there, actually. Oop, missed the B reverse on that. Yeah, he just rolled right onto me. Didn't have any actual reaction to it. Alright. Well, that was actually pretty exciting to see. He won his first fight. I'm honestly proud of him. If he wasn't representing something so horrible, and something that we're all working to try and destroy, I'd be proud of him. But that's gonna have to be the last fight for this one. The next video will probably be the home stretch where we get him all the way to level 50. Then we have the true final matchup where we see everything that we've taught him.